Welcome back to Panther Sports Zone, guys. I'm glad to be back. My name is Khalid Gray, and I'm joined here with my co-host,
Michaela Booker.
And guys, we're glad to be back. Like I said, it's the first episode of the 2025-2026 school year. A lot of sports has been going on already, but my first question to start off today's show is, how have you been, Michaela? You're a new face here.
I am a new face. I'm very eager and excited to be a part of KPVU-TV Panther Sports Zone and watching all our athletes perform at PVAMU.
You know what, guys, and there's one thing that I don't love more and in the world, and it's PVAMU sports. So let's dive directly into it. We're going to go right into our first story, which is going to be about PV football, to catch you guys up on what's going on this season. The Panthers have started off this season with a record of 3-2, holding the best record in the Western Division, only losing against the University of Texas at Rio Grande Valley and Rice. In the season opener, the Panthers showcased their resilience against the Texas Southern Tigers with a late-game touchdown from Rodney Oho, giving the Panthers the win with just 2 seconds on the game clock. Senior quarterback Cameron Peters threw for 301 yards with 2 touchdowns and completed 24 of his 40 pass attempts on the night, orchestrating the Panthers' offense. Rodney Oho also picked up 93 yards on 5 receptions and scored the game-winning touchdown, and was accompanied by junior wide receiver Josiah Rockwell, who picked up 88 yards and helped move the chains. Coach Tremaine Jackson spoke to the media about the impact of Cameron Peters on the last play of the game, stating, "This dude called the last play," emphasizing the trust the coach has in his players. Let's take a look.
All right, confidence.
Confidence. Word of the week was confidence. A lot of confidence in how we go about it. And so we just clicked over and we stayed calm. Everybody was going crazy. We knew what we could do. And this dude called the last play. He ain't going to tell you that. He called it. He asked for it. And so since he won't tell you, I'll tell you. This dude has been through a lot in his career. And so to have a guy, he won the quarterback job. It wasn't given to him. We put him down through there. So for this dude to call the last play, man, when we named him the starting quarterback 2 weeks ago, I knew what I was getting. I told him, just 2 people go to every press conference after every game, me and the quarterback, and I ain't going with nobody soft. And so here we are sitting here today, really proud of this dude right here.
After the first win under Coach Tremaine Jackson, the Panthers struggled, losing their next 2 games against the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley and Rice the following 2 weekends. In the battle against the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley, the Panthers fell 27-21 Saturday night at the Panther Stadium. The Panthers rallied from an early 17-0 deficit, with quarterback Tevin Carter scoring twice on the ground to put PVAMU ahead 21-20 in the 4th quarter. The Vacaroons responded with a 6-play, 70-yard drive and a late touchdown to secure the win. Chase Bigham led Prairie View with 88 rushing yards, while Josiah Rockwell caught 7 passes for 98 yards on defense. Trevor Randall posted 7 tackles and a sack. I was present to cover the game. Let's take a look. I'm Michaela Booker with KPVU-TV Panther Sports Zone. We're here Saturday, September 6th at the Panther Stadium watching PVAMU football play their first home game of the season against UT Rio Grande Valley. Tonight is Greek night, celebrating sorority and fraternity life. And while we are experiencing unfortunate weather conditions, fans are still excited to watch tonight's game. Last week, we played our crosstown rivals, Texas Southern, with 2 seconds left on the clock in 4th quarter. PV railing by 6. Quarterback number 4, Cameron Peters, makes an outstanding pass to number 6, Rodney Oho, with the game-winning catch, winning the game 22-21. PVAMU coming in their first home game undefeated. We're excited to watch a worth-watched game tonight. I'm Michaela Booker with Panther Sports Zone. I'll see you soon for tonight's game. Go Panthers! Prairie View A&M battled but fell 27-21 to UT Rio Grande Valley in a game that came down to the final minutes. Nathan Denny's 7-yard rushing touchdown with just over 2 minutes left proved to be the difference. The Panthers showed fight throughout. Quarterback Tevin Carter ran in 2 scores to keep them close, while running back Chase Bigham powered the ground with 88 yards. On defense, linebacker Trevor Randall led the charge with 7 tackles and a sack, helping limit the Vacaroons to just 145 rushing yards. After the game, head coach Tremaine Jackson reflected on the team's effort and the lessons they'll carry forward.
Yeah, bad coaching job by me. Felt like I didn't get the guys ready to go for the week. I kind of felt some things early on in the week, and I think we were a little bit too busy reading the press conferences, the press clippings of the week before, and I just didn't feel like I prepared them in the right way. So hats off to them. They did a really good job. Can't spot anybody 17 points. Spot somebody 17 points, you're probably going to lose. And that's what happened. I thought we did fight back. It was a valiant effort, but ultimately we just didn't play well enough.
Prairie View A&M dropped a 38-17 road contest to Rice on Saturday night. The Panthers struck first with a touchdown in the opening quarter, but the Owls responded and built with a 31-7 lead. PVMU added a late field goal and another touchdown in the fourth, but Rice held their own for the win. Tevin Carter led the Panthers offense with 65 rushing yards and a touchdown, while Josiah Rockwell caught 6 passes for 92 yards. On defense, Javen Jackson posted 6 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and a sack. After 2 tough competitions, the Panthers rallied back, winning their matchups against Northwestern and at home and claiming victory at the 100th State Fair Classic against the Grambling State Tigers.
In the matchup against Northwestern, Prairie View earned a 27-24 victory over Northwestern State on Saturday, led by dominant performances in the run of the game. Chase Bigham racked up 186 rushing yards, while Lamar McDowell added 104 yards and 2 touchdowns as both backs broke the 100-yard mark. Quarterback Tevin Carter managed 148 passing yards, and the Panthers defense stepped up with big plays from Trevor Randall, who recorded 14 tackles and an interception, and Mendel Uguin Jr., who recovered a fumble. Prairie View outgained Northwestern State 494 yards to 320 and controlled the clock to secure the win. With the victory, the Panthers improved 2-2 on the season. Reporter Gabby Hancock was on the scene covering the game.
Hey everyone, it's Gabby Hancock here live at the PVAMU versus Northwestern State game. I am here with Panther Sports Zone, and we are cheering for our Panthers here. Unfortunately, they did fall short at the last game versus Rice, but we have high hopes for them this game, and we know that our Panthers are going to push through the best way they know how, and that is to keep pushing and to keep striving. So we're going to be reporting to you live from the sidelines, so keep a lookout, Panthers.
Prairie View A&M held on in a 27-24 thriller over Northwestern State. The Panthers leaned into their ground game, with Chase Bingman exploding for 180 yards and LaMagia McDowell chipping in 104 yards and 2 touchdowns. Despite a late score from the Demons, Prairie View's defense made key stops to preserve the win. With nearly 500 total yards and strong red zone efficiency, the Panthers overcame adversity and improved their record as they push forward in the season.
Welcome back, everyone. It was a very hard-fought but fair game for the Panthers. Our Panthers came out 27-24. Once again, it was a very fair and hard-fought game, but we are glad to see our Panthers come back on top, and we hope that they can continue this win on to next week at the 100th State Fair Classic. So we hope to see you all there. I know I'll be there, and my team with PSZ will be there. So we'll catch you guys then. This has been PSZ with your host, Gabby Hancock.
Last weekend, Prairie View A&M celebrated a 28-13 victory over Grambling in the 100th State Fair Classic, improving to 3-2 overall and 2-0 in conference play. The Panthers dominated the ground game with 224 rushing yards, led by LaMasia McDowell's 98 yards and a touchdown, while quarterback Tevin Carter added another rushing score. The defense set the tone by forcing 4 turnovers, including interceptions by Trevor Randall and Cameron Amo, and a fumble recovery from Skyland Jean-Louis. Randall and Darryl Starling led the defense with 10 and 11 tackles, respectively. Prairie View outgained Grambling 346 yards to 266 and scored touchdowns on all 3 trips to the red zone, never trailing throughout the game. Kenneth Richardson was on the scene covering the contest.
I'm Michaela with KPVU-TV Panther Sports Zone, live from the heart of Dallas, Texas. Welcome to one of the most electrifying matchups in HBCU history. It's the Texas State Fair Classic. Tonight, under the lights of the Cotton Bowl Stadium, prepare for 2 powerhouse programs to collide in a fierce swag rivalry dating back 100 years. It's the Grambling State Tigers versus our reigning champs, Prairie View Panthers. Tonight, this is not just a game, it's a tradition. It's the battle of grit, legacy, and pride. In front of thousands of exciting fans, this is one of the most cultural weekends in Texas history. From the world fame to the marching storm, this is HBCU at its finest. And trust, PVMU is here to win. Be prepared for some fireworks because PVMU is ready to make the Cotton Stadium Panther territory. The current score right now is 7-3, Panthers leading with Tevin Carter making a rushing touchdown. Be prepared for more updates during halftime. I'm Michaela Booker with KPVU-TV Panther Sports Zone. Go Panthers!
Prairie View A&M came out strong in the 100th State Fair Classic, setting the tone early against Gremlin. The Panthers found the end zone in the opening quarter and kept the pressure on with another touchdown in the second. By halftime, the Prairie View A&M Panthers had built a 14-6 lead, fueled by a steady ground game and a defense that kept Gremlin out of this rhythm. The Panthers kept rolling after the break, adding a third touchdown in the third quarter before closing the game with another score in the fourth. On the other side of the ball, Prairie View defense was shutting down Grambling, forcing turnovers and limiting scoring chances. The Panthers never trailed and kept their balanced effort, carried them to a 28-13 victory, keeping them unbeaten in this conference play. Welcome back to the Panther Sports Zone. We are here live at the 100th State Fair Classic. As you see, the time just ran out, and the Prairie View A&M Panthers just won 28-13 against the Grambling State Tigers. It has been a very great dominance of the run game and power, just like the past weeks it has been. The Panthers played amazing as well. We will be back in action next 2 weeks against Alabama State at Alabama State. It's going to be a really packed out game. If you can make it to the away game, Panthers, please be there. Well, we are signing off from the 100th State Fair Classic from the Cotton Bowl. Here we are. Just like Coach Jackson said, I haven't had recess since 5th grade. I don't play. This is your host, Kenneth Richardson, and we'll see you guys another time. Peace on out.
The Panthers now head towards their game against the Alcorn Braves in Alcorn, Mississippi, where they look to continue to be undefeated in the SWAC.
Prairie View Soccer has started the season off rough, holding a 1-7 record with the draw despite the losses. However, things are looking up for the long run with the addition of our freshman forward, Ashanti Hall, who has pivotaled in their performance against the University of North Texas, struck first for the Panthers and put them on the board. Reporter Michaela Booker was in attendance reporting this contest. I'm Michaela Booker with KPVU-TV Panther Sports Zone. We're here at the PVANU Soccer Complex reporting tonight's game against the University of North Texas. Coming off a loss the previous Thursday 3-0 against the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley, the girls are eager and ready for their upcoming opponents. Stay tuned for tonight's game. Prairie View A&M women's soccer battled hard but fell to North Texas 2-1. Freshman Ashanti Hall gave the Panthers momentum early, scoring in the 21st minute to put PV on top. North Texas answered before halftime and sealed the win with a second-half goal. Goalkeeper Nehaya Jackson kept it close with 6 key saves, but Panthers couldn't find the equalizer. Coming up, we'll hear from the freshman scorer Ashanti Hall and head coach about the team's fight tonight.
I think we did really good. We held them at 1-0 whole first half. Good deflections. We were really working our butts off. It just happened to be an unlucky game, unlucky that they won, unfortunately.
UNT is a really tough team. They're a team that's won their conference multiple times, so we stuck to our game plan. I think that PK was questionable. We looked at film and it looks questionable to me, so it could have been a 1-1 outcome. Again, there's a little mistake there at the beginning for them to tie us, but it definitely gives us confidence moving forward.
Wrapping up tonight's game with a loss 2-1 against the University of North Texas. PV gave it their all with number 22 Ashanti Hall scoring the first goal of the game during the first half, but unfortunately could not make a comeback, resulting in the loss. Stay tuned for their next game Thursday, August 28th at 7 p.m. versus the University of the Incarnate Word at Texas Lamar Soccer Complex. I'm Michaela Booker with KPVU-TV Panther Sports Zone. See you next time. Signing off.
In the Panthers' first win of the season, Prairie View staged an exciting comeback to defeat Nichols 2-1 on September 7th. After trailing 1-0 at halftime, Neasia Goodwin tied the match early in the second half and later assisted Ashanti Hall for the game-winning goal. Goalkeeper Nina Jackson anchored the defense with 7 saves to secure the win. Prairie View dropped its next 3 games, most recently to Northwestern State Lady Demons on Thursday, September 25th. In the matchup, Prairie View fell 7-0 on the road against Northwestern State. The Demons struck early and pulled away in the second half, scoring 7 unanswered goals. Goalkeeper Nina Jackson finished with 2 saves before being relieved by Ella Copenhaver, who added 4 stops. Offensively, the Panthers managed just 4 shots with 2 on goal, compared to Northwestern State's 30 attempts and 13 on goal. With the loss, Prairie View drops to 1-7-1 on the season and now turns its focus to conference matchup at Southern University.
A new dawn of PV volleyball is upon us with Panthers' brand new head coach, Dottie Hampton, and she's showcased the excellence of the volleyball team with their performance during the preseason. While attending the exhibition, we were asked to ask Coach Hampton about the upcoming season and what expectations she has with this new team.
You know, our plan is to win SWAC, so you have to follow the process and do the work and get better every single day. We talk about getting 1%, 2%, 3% better every day. So just getting in the gym and working on our skill set and making sure everybody's gelling together as a family. But our ultimate goal is to win SWAC, so we'll just keep working to that.
The Panthers are currently 4-10, winning huge games against Northwestern and Tarleton State during the Tarleton State University Tournament, UT Arlington and Southern University Sunday, September 28th. In Sunday's contest, the Lady Panthers earned a 3-0 sweep over Southern in their first SWAC matchup, with set scores of 25-14, 25-17, and 25-13. Demaya Hill led the offense with 11 kills, .400 hitting percentage, while Leela Smalls anchored the back line with 16 digs. Camila Middleton recorded a match-high 4 aces, and Mackenzie Taplin set up the attack with 14 assists. With the win, Prairie View improves to 4-10 overall and 1-0 in conference play. We're excited to see our Panthers starting off conference play strong as they prepare for their next matchup Monday against Alcorn State, September 29th in Alcorn, Mississippi.
Prairie View baseball enters a new age of baseball with the acquisition of head coach Daniel Dullen and a few newcomers this upcoming season. Coach Dullen's last tenure was at the University of Illinois at Chicago, where he was the assistant head coach. Prior to his time in Chicago, he spent time at Southern, where he assisted to back-to-back championship game appearances, won the 2020 SWAC Western Division title, and the 2021 SWAC Tournament Championship. We caught up with Coach Dullen during an off-season practice where we asked about expectations for the upcoming season.
Right now, I'm just excited to practice. I'm excited to get to, official practice. We'll get going next week with individuals. And then, about the 1st of October will be team practice. So excited about that. Obviously excited to play. You think you know what you got, but you don't really know until you strap it up against somebody else in a different jersey. So excited to get in the league play, obviously. I'm familiar with the league, know a lot of people here, and excited to play against those guys in a different jersey. But nah, man, I'm just excited. We as a staff, we're just excited to see what these guys can do.
Prairie View season has still yet to begun, and there's much still to do while we all anticipate the upcoming baseball season.
The Prairie View A&M softball team is no stranger to a dominating season, finishing last year with the 21-3 record and rightfully taking the SWAC Western Division title. The 24-25 team had 6 incredible players on the all-SWAC first team, as well as Coach Bland winning the 2025 SWAC Coach of the Year. The Lady Panthers, without a doubt, lead as one of the conference top programs to compete. We look forward to seeing where their fantastic and dynamic team will go this year, and we will be sure to keep you updated.
PV Women's Cross Country has been on it this season, ranking top 5 in 3 out of their 4 meets this fall and claiming 2nd place in their meet last week at Prairie View during the Clifton Gilliard XC Invitational. Prairie View delivered a strong performance at the Clifton Gilliard XC Invite, finishing 2nd overall with 55 points. Leah Murphy led the Panthers in 8th place with a finish of 20 minutes and 1 second, followed closely by Christina Fitzpatrick with 20 minutes and 52 seconds. Nina Story added a top 10 finish at 21 minutes, half a second, while Ada Kane Diallo and Maya Clark placed in the top 15 with times of 21 minutes and 30 seconds, .8, and 21:40:52. Prairie View now turns its attention to the Chile Pepper XC Festival in Fayetteville, Arkansas on October 4th.
Men's cross country isn't skipping a beat as they hold several top 10 finishes, as well as taking 3rd in the Clifton Gilliard Cross Country Invitational held at Prairie View. Prairie View finished 3rd, scoring 70 points. Dearney Garcon led the Panthers with a 6th place finish in 26-16-92, while Noah Green followed in 14th at 27:0.03. Christian Rios, Kajon Wilson, and Ellie Smith rounded out the scoring pack with back-to-back finishes in 17th, 18th, and 19th place. Prairie View now prepares for its next challenge at the Chili Pepper XC Festival in Fate, Arkansas on October 4th.
The Prairie View A&M men's golf team delivered a strong showing at the Colonel Classic at the University Club at Arlington on September 20th through the 21st, finishing 4th overall. Competing against schools including Longwood and Eastern Kentucky, the Panthers completed 3 rounds totaling 857 strokes, demonstrating consistent play throughout the tournament. standout performances came from Abdul, who tied for 10th with 208 strokes across the 3 rounds, and Marshall Meredith, who tied for 15th with 211. With this strong finish, Prairie View now prepares for its tournament, the Bayou City Collegiate Classic in Houston on September 29th through the 30th.
As of Monday, September 29th, the upcoming sports events for the week are exciting, with men's golf participating in the Bayou City Collegiate Classic at the Rice in Houston, Texas. The women's volleyball team takes on Alcorn State University in Alcorn, Mississippi today. Monday at 6 p.m., men's golf continues its competition at the Bayou Classic on Tuesday, September 30th. On Friday, October 3rd, women's volleyball comes back home, taking on Mississippi Valley State at Prairie View at 6 p.m. Women's soccer takes on the Southern Jaguars at 7 p.m. Friday as well. This Saturday, October 4th, we have women's and men's cross country participating in the Chili Pepper XC Festival in Fate, Arkansas, and a huge football game against Alcorn in Alcorn, Mississippi. Last, the women's golf team starts their season at the Bradley Coyote Creek Classic.
And that is the wrap. That is a wrap on today's show, guys. It is our first show back, so work in progress, but it's okay. It's Panther Sports Zone. We always persevere. We are a resilient group of individuals. We have a lot of newcomers behind the scenes that we want to give a special thanks to for being here and dedicating their time and their effort, because it does not go unseen. I would also like to thank Michaela Booker, being one of the first newcomers on the show as well. And y'all know me. I've been here for 3 years. So it's been amazing being here. Michaela, do you have any words you want to share before we wrap up?
I love us. We're doing great, and I'm excited to see Prairie View's teams succeed this week.
All right, guys, this has been Panther Sports Zone with Khalid Gray
and Michaela Booker.
And we will see you guys in the next episode of Panther Sports Zone.